Hello, welcome to Salty Vibes with Heather. I have been trying to do this podcast for a week now, and here I am. Just trying to figure out what I want to talk about. I have these things in my head, and then they just completely go away. But I want to talk about motivation. I took a nap today because I got sick and got food poisoning or something I drank last night did not agree with me, and so I woke up this day just feeling cruddy. And I took a nap and kind of just had a slow day. And I was thinking about motivation. So when I was married, I was very motivated. I always just kept everything perfectly clean. And it was also well liked by my ex-husband. He liked things neat and tidy, and he liked it when I cleaned really good, and dinner was always on the table. And I've been divorced for 3.5 years now. 5 if you count separation. And life's different. It isn't the same as it used to be. I'm more lazy, I've noticed. I don't get things done as quickly as I used to. I mean, also I'm older, but I have this house that I bought and I'm remodeling with my daughter, and it took me a whole week to organize I have this other living room in my house, and I had a bunch of cabinets, and the construction isn't going to happen for a little bit. So I had to clean out my garage to make space to put all the boxes in there so then I could actually clean out that living room space, because it's hard when I have company, and it was just all the construction stuff was piled in there. So I'm okay. So I had to turn on some music, get myself to just motivate myself to do it. And it took me maybe an hour and a half to do everything. That was it. But it took me a week to get there. And then today I had all these big plans. I was going to clean out my closet, and then, it was change the sheet day, and I was going to organize this cupboard because it's the end of the year and I'm trying to cleanse and get rid of some stuff. And I bought this house fully furnished, and so I still have things that I need to get rid of and sell, and I'm selling them on Facebook and eBay. Well, I have to take pictures and post them, and I only have a little bit of it done, and they're just sitting there staring at me, and I'm okay, you got to do it. So just what are tips, if you thought, that get you to motivate yourself? Because sometimes I just think, okay, I need to at least try for 10 minutes. Put on a timer, put on some music, and then after 10 minutes, if I get it done, then you usually start going with the flow, and I'm oh my gosh, I'm getting this done, and I feel so happy. But then, there's other times where I can't get through that 10 minutes, and so I just say screw it and go be a blob or whatever. I just get a little frustrated with myself because we're now in December, and we're almost getting into the new year, and you have all this my motivational stuff. And I think I was so motivational for so long with doing leadership stuff and business things. And, and I'm running my own business. I feel I get lack of motivation, or more almost a laziness, than I ever have had before. And I'm oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I go, and I do a lot of things, but sometimes it's not the productivity that I want. And so I know Mel Robbins has this book where sometimes you just have to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shoot up like a bottle rocket. I've tried that. Some days that works, some days it doesn't. I've read the Atomic Habits, and you just do the 1%. And that's kind of more focused where I think I am. Sometimes I only can get one thing done. I may have 10 things on the list. And I know, I remember, I think it was, oh my gosh, I can't think. Seth Godin. He had a create a stop doing list, because I loved lists, and I was always doing, and we ran 2 businesses, and I was homeschooling my kids, and they had competitive sports. So we were just constantly, I just didn't sleep much when we ran our businesses and when I was married. And I think some of that probably played into why our marriage didn't stay. But now I have the freedom. I'm the one that has to motivate myself. I am the one that has to get up every day I'm forcing myself to market myself because I do real estate. I sell things online, and my schedule is random and all over the place, which I love. I love that part of entrepreneurship because somebody, hey, you want to go golfing? And I'm like, yeah, I can do this after 1 or whatever. And I have that flexibility to pick that. And I do try to use a calendar and keep things scheduled, but I do have a lot more flexibility than if I had a 9-to-5 job. But in that, and we just talked about this at our business planning meeting the other day for our office, there are days where you can go sit down and waste a whole day scrolling on Instagram or watching a whole series on a whole season of a show on Netflix. And you're like, where did my day go? I got absolutely nothing done. So what I've decided is I try to give myself 1 day a week where I'm just a blob. I do nothing. I don't get dressed, no makeup. I allow myself to be a blob. And I don't make myself feel guilty for it. I don't, kick myself or say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you sat and watched a show all day long. I allow it for that day. And then the rest of the week, I have to do force myself to do my to-do list. And when I get sick or whatever, I do give myself grace and try to have a couple of days where I have off. But I'm just trying to figure that out because this life is different when you're single and you're not married anymore and your kids are grown and all the things that your jobs and your titles and everything that you did before it's just different. Your life doesn't look the same. And I really feel like in the last few months I've been figuring that out because I have bought my own house again. I live here and my daughter lives with me. But she's in college and works, and so I don't see her as much as, I would when she was younger. So majority of the time I'm by myself, and I sometimes absolutely love it. And then sometimes I'm like, this is really strange. So I'm doing things to declutter my life, organize it. And some days I only get one thing done. I try to do a couple things for my business each day. And it doesn't have to be 10 things on the list to get done. And sometimes I do better if I wait last minute and I get it done because I have like a timeline, like, oh my gosh, I only have 48 hours. This should have been done. And I'll do it. I for some reason, can thrive under that pressure for some reason. I don't know why. Always have been that way. But, so yeah, those are just some things I've noticed. I think sometimes we feel like we have to be productive and motivated and do all these things, but we're really just, if we only get 1 or 2 things done a day, we also get to enjoy life. Like, I love the fact that I got to wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, I can read, I can journal, I have some quiet time, I can think, and I don't have anybody telling me what to do. I am my own person, my own boss. And that was my why. Like, I don't want to ever be told what to do again. Not saying that I don't need to have accountability partners or whatever, but that I just am my own person. And it's amazing. I love it. And some days are hard, and some days I think, this is hard to motivate myself. It's hard for me to go do my workout. It's hard for me to watch what I'm eating today, and I just don't want to do it. And I think that's really helped with at least once a week where you have a down day. And I think we should all give ourselves more grace. We should all make a stop doing list. What are things that you can, put off and have someone else help you with, or hire it out? Or what are some things that you don't need? Like, declutter your life. Get rid of things that have been sitting in your cupboard for, 2 to 5 years that you haven't used. Throw them away. Sell them on eBay or Facebook. Make a little bit of money. Get them out. Declutter your garage. Cleanse that space. Cleanse that time, and will help you actually enjoy life more. And then you'll start seeing the sunrises and the sunsets, and you'll hear a song and it just makes you feel like so amazing. You're like, oh my gosh, I really needed this. Or that cup of coffee, or a friend says, hey, can you meet me for lunch? And you have time to go do that because you're setting up your life. But I don't think we have to be on such a strict schedule all the time. that we don't get some spontaneity and some flow and some let's go with the flow stuff. Because sometimes go with the flow, that's why we love vacation, because we just get to relax and we get to go with the flow. So if you could set your life up like that every day and also be productive at the same time. I don't know if anybody's read The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, but he talks about that. Like, you can set your life up where you can enjoy things more. And that's kind of been my goal for a really long time. And that was also something that my ex-husband and I didn't always see eye to eye about, but I'm doing it. I'm putting my dreams out there and I'm making my life where I don't have to work 24/7 and I live a comfortable life. I don't need a lot of things, but I have things that I've bought that I'm able to pay. I have no debt. I live completely debt-free and I want to keep it that way. And I have to be kind to myself and not tell myself, oh, you're being lazy today. Nope, today is my down day and I'm going to allow it. And this is what I do. So some things I'll recommend: Atomic Habits. That's a really great book. And 4 Hour Work Week is another really good one. And then anything where you look up anything Simon Sinek, his videos, books, any of his podcast stuff, and Seth Godin, they all have some great tips on that, like finding your why. Like Simon Sinek does the Find Your Why, and that was probably one of the best things. Like, if you're going to start your business or you're going to try to change your life on like how you've structured it, or your job, or wherever you're miserable and you want, like, okay, I need to change this. There's just some great tools to get. So thank you for listening today. You can follow me at Heather White Coaching on Instagram, or subscribe here to my podcast. And I also have YouTube, which only has like 1 or 2 videos, but I'm going to get more. It's a work in progress. I'm trying to do a weekly podcast. I hope to make this bigger and better, but one of the things I remember learning at Business Boutique with Chrissy Wright was start scrappy. So this is me starting scrappy. It's not perfect. Sometimes I'm just rambling. Sometimes what I say, I don't know. I don't even have a great agenda. That's one of my goals, is hopefully as this moves forward and I get a weekly podcast out, I can have a little bit more structure to it. But right now, this is what you get. You get scrappy, you get me, you get Heather, you get my salty vibes, you get my life. And it's not perfect. I'm a little chaotic, but that's what makes me me. And I'm very blessed and happy with where I'm at. So thank you for subscribing. Have a great afternoon, and we'll talk again next week.